clean. But this is going to be towards my more period type stuff. This is going to be about wipes, pads, and liners. So one thing, I use the Always, so happy I didn't quit this video, but I use the Always Clean Feminine wipes. And they're in this white little box, so no one knows what they are. They just think they're baby wipes. And you open it up, and it's this 40 pack, and you can buy like these refills of 40 at like Walmart, like $1 or something. Not actually $1, like $2 or $3. But this, I wish you guys could smell this. It's so fresh and clean and glorious. Like, and you use them when you're on your period, when you're not. I use these once a day before I go to bed. And I just use it to kind of just keep it fresh down there. And just kind of make it smell good, make sure, because believe it or not, bacteria can get down there. I stole something from my sister. She put it in this little case. But honestly, this is disgusting as well from my sister. I'm gonna give it back to her. This is her thing because she has a vaginal infection. So she has to use this and insert those things, these pills into her vagina to get it to clean out because she neglected her vagina. You just, they also come into bows, which are great when you're just on the go and just want to feel fresh. Also when you're on your period, when you're changing a tampon, just wipe down there and then put a new tampon in. Or when you're changing your pad, wipe down there and put a new pad on. When you're changing your liner, wipe down there and put a new liner on. Just keeps everything clean and nice and lovely. So you don't get a vaginal infection. I actually have the box here in my room down there because she's like, read this is awesome. Actually, I'll get it because it's good. Yeah, because she wanted me to show me this. Because she didn't want me to get this. She's like, this crap is nasty. Like it says like the symptoms and crap. And she's like, take care of vagina. So yeah, she gave me to look at this. But you know what? If I'll do another video on this because yeah. Now she has to use special tampons. Because once you get BV, which bacterial vaginosis, it reoccurs every BV reoccurs, and 30% of women that get it reoccurs in 3 months, and 70% it will return in 9 months. So once you get BV, it's kind of like a long-run battle against BV. It's not an STD, it's just like the flu, but it's for your vagina. And you have to buy special stuff and crap. So yeah, she just wanted me to warn you guys about that because she actually told me to do this when I do my videos. So that's just to keep it clean and fresh. And now with pads. This will be a little bit longer. The 2 types of pads that I like to use is Always Infinity and Always Maxi Overnight. I like these because they're thick, and when you're sleeping, it really doesn't matter. Because you're sleeping. And people are like, oh, they're so thick, and it's like, okay, you put one on, you go to sleep, when you wake up, you take it out, and change it, and put in a smaller one. And it looks like this, and it really absorbs a lot for the night time. Because you sleep for like 10 hours or something like that. And it looks pretty big, but there's actually, like all of them, there's a lot of extra packaging. And with the Infinity, it's like Tempur-Pedic for your vagina. Also has a lot of extra packaging. If you ever see a pad or liner with that little white tape, you know that it's the brand Always. And so this is what they look like. And it's like this. They're actually pretty short. And the backing, they're pretty sticky. They're almost sticky all over. The backing is so the paper, the wrapping is also the paper, is also the backing for the stickiness. Now what you do, I'm going to get a pair of my undies and show you guys this. Actually, I'll show you the whole. Okay. I'll just show you. So, let's say this is my underwear. Okay. I'll actually show you with a liner, but these are really nice pads. You have your pad, and keep the wings like this. You know if they have wings, this pad front, so let's say the white tab is the front. So you take it, like this. Then you take this thingy off, and it exposes the wings. You open the wings, and you put them around. So your pad looks like this, and there are wings in the back of your undies to make them stick. And the dots, the lines are supposed to conform to your body. And the dots are so it soaks in faster. I really like it because they're really soft and they're actually pretty absorbent. And they come in regular. They come in regular. They come in regular, heavy, and overnight. And a thing with this brand, with the brand Always and Tampax, because Tampax is basically the tampon form of Always. With them, yellow is regular, green is heavy or super, orange is super plus or overnight, and purple, dark purple is ultra, and light purple is light. And so this is an overnight pad, so it's more orangey than this, which is a bright yellow, and this is more of a orangey yellow. And so that is my pads that I use, or that I like to use. I actually have more, but I don't like to use them. So, I use 4 different types of liners. I use these U by Kotex curves. They look like this, and they're a little bit thicker than your average liner, so I like to use them for tampon backup and spotting. So that is what I use these U by Kotex. These are the curves. I don't like their Barely Theirs because their Barely Theirs are like these. And then I like these Carefree After Fresh to Go. They're really quiet. You guys even hear I open that? They look like this, and I like this for tampon backup, but not for spotting, because I think it's a little bit too thin for spotting. And these are scented. So, and then oh yeah, these also come in Always Radiant Infinity. And then these are the Always that I like to use these. These are always thin, and I like to use these for discharge and maybe the occasional tampon backup. These are Always Dry Everyday Radiance, and I use these for discharge. So, those are the pads and liners that I like to use. So yeah, next is going to be tampons. So, it's going to be how to use them and what different types there are. So, hope you guys tuned and watch my next